This clip was made possible thanks to Arcane Wonders. More about them after the clip.
Hey, it's Chris from the Charity Board Gamer. Today for Deep Thoughts Friday, we're talking about content. What got me into going towards doing content creation, or what a lot of people call media and all that stuff. Well, for me, it kind of started with Instagram. Now, just being new to the hobby, I started doing stuff on Instagram and started looking at and taking pictures of the games and just kind of keeping pictures of the memories and the fun that I had with my family, especially when we were playing games like One Night Ultimate Werewolf, which was one that has many plays and everything like that. So that's kind of something that we did. So I would take pictures of games and just kind of have fun doing it. And I would start, following people that I just enjoy their art or the photos that they've taken. Sometimes they've had pictures with family. Sometimes they had pictures with different people. Sometimes they had just pictures of the games. And I just slowly just kind of made friends that way. And through that whole time, like, I'm doing Envoy, so I'm like meeting people and connecting that way. And then I'm meeting people through, conventions and everything of that nature. And there came a point, it was about February 2019. February 2019, I was going out to California to go for like a medical software conference thing that I was doing. And I had a chance to have a game night. I was like, I want to go see some of the people that, follow me and that I talk to on Instagram and everything. And so I went on out and I got the chance to see Jack. Jack's awesome. I got to see Caleb. I got to see Mike. Just a couple people that I interacted with. And it was really cool to be able to have that experience. So one of the things that I really enjoyed, though, was I had that game night. And then Jack came up to me and kind of said, so what are you planning on doing? Like, are you going to go into, doing reviews and stuff like that? I was like, I'd never thought of that. I never thought of going towards, doing content in that sense or really doing anything focused on content or anything like that. I was just taking pictures. I was just doing the thing that I was doing that I was enjoying. I was basically taking photos of memories, and that's really what it was. And it still very much is that a lot when I do photos of my family playing or when I'm teaching games and everything. Like, I was taking pictures of the games as I was teaching them for Envoy as well. And so that way publishers could see, hey, I'm showing your game. I'm adhering to what, I'm being asked to do for Envoy, and I want to make sure that you see that I'm actually taking the time and that you put your game into a good hands, because I really wanted to show that I was working hard for whoever the publishers were. I mean, like I said in the Envoy video, a lot of these games are because of Envoy. A lot of these games. I made it a point to teach them. I wanted to do well, so I would take photos and go to some conventions and just have some fun. It's what it came down to. So from the content side, it was just simply me saying, okay, I want to go ahead and, I guess I could go for reviews and stuff. So I had friends that encouraged me to do it. Jack encouraged me to do it. Some of my other friends in the community and invited me to do it. There's Mackenzie Hoffman, Mac of the Meeple. She invited me to do it. And so I got invited on to doing like the board game media group thing and doing the board game, there's a media outlets thing. And so I just would watch and I would make my own content. So like I would seriously just do written reviews of the games I already owned. So we would talk about it. My family would write about it. We would just go ahead. We'd play the games. We'd write about them. Done. Well, it was about PAX U 2019 when I was starting to actually kind of think about, okay, is this something that I'm going to be doing? Okay, I'm looking at this, and I started doing, I decided to go and ask for interviews and interview people. I didn't have a media badge or anything of that nature. I was basically doing some exhibitor stuff and being helping out with Envoy, but then during my off hours, I would actually go and do interviews. Well, one of the people I interviewed, his name was Robert Geislinger. gentleman, very nice, just soft-spoken. Something just about him just worked really well. So I went up to him. I just introduced myself. I told him, hey, this is what we're doing. And, I just wanted to create relationships. That's kind of what I was doing. I was like, hey, this is kind of the format, what we're doing as a family. We're just talking about games and what we enjoy, taking pictures of them as we're doing it. And he sent me home with a game called Volcanic Isle. I didn't expect to walk away with a game, which was really cool. I mean, for somebody to just, hear what you're talking about, what you're wanting to do, and he sent me home with a game to play with my family and to do a review. And that was one of our first reviews, was actually Volcanic Isle, which we really do enjoy that game. So, that was something very special that happened. I created those relationships then with some of the publishers, meeting people like T. They're just super awesome, passionate about what they're doing. At the time, they were working with Haba, and just watching their joy as they had the little dinosaur. And if you ever seen in some of our videos, we like to have Rex the dinosaur. But being able to experience their joy just solidified what we were doing, and just having those relationships. So it's now 2022, the beginning of 2022 now. And here we've been doing this format where we're talking about games, where we're opening the unboxing games. Some of these games have been given. Some of these games have been, worked very hard for. And it's been a blessing. And I want to mainly have this video to encourage those of you who are wondering, can I do it? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. And a great man by the name of Jeremy Howard, just an awesome person all around, just simply says, just go do it. Make the content that you want to make. Don't worry if it's not the greatest. Don't worry if it's not the best. Just tackle it. Make it your own. Do what you enjoy and show it on the camera, or show it in an article, or show it in, some sort of form. Whether it be the way that you teach games. Like, there's how to plays. There's people that do skits. There's people that do all this different kind of content where they're just having fun. For us as a family, we enjoy watching, basically, we're making home movies almost when we do live streams on Twitch. We're making memories with it. We're making just these fun experiences that we're having as a family playing games. When I'm doing unboxings, I'm doing just something where I'm just enjoying the joy of something that I get to do. There's something really cool about opening up a box. It's what it is. When it comes to teaching games, one of my favorite things to do, teaching games, it's fun to just do that little brief overview. Nothing hardcore extreme. If you want that great content, I would recommend Kids Playing or Watch It Play. They have some of the best how to plays out there, which is just fabulous. But for me, I just want sometimes I just want to watch a brief overview, and I just kind of want that for myself. And it's partly so that way if I ever go back to the game and I'm trying to remember how I play it, I have something there for me. It's just that now it's been a blessing to be able to have these relationships with publishers to make that happen. So if you're interested in getting into this, don't be afraid. Don't be worried. If you have games that you currently have on your shelf, start talking about them. Talk about the games that got you in love with board games. For me, One Night Ultimate Werewolf was the game. I think I posted about that almost every day, whether it be my personal Facebook or then later on my Facebook page for the Charity Board Gamer. It was just something really cool to do. And then find things that you love that maybe aren't just related to the games that you're doing, but talk about family life. Talk about things that you enjoy. Either way, make it yours. Make it personal. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Please let me know in the chat. If you're a media or content creator, what got you into doing content? And for those of you who are wanting to get into content, let me know what questions you have about it. I'm still very new, but I've been very blessed to have the relationships I've had. And there's one of the best things that made it possible. My friends that connected me. And it made a big difference. And so if you need to find that connection, gosh, feel free to ask. I mean, I'd be glad to talk to you and mentor in some way or shape. I'm not going to be the best, but I'd be glad to at least talk and make you a part of the community because you belong. I mean, it's what it's about. So that's going to be the talk about content creation. So next week, we're going to talk about the charity side of the charity board gamer. We're going to start off with a story about Extra Life. So this is Chris. I'm signing off for Deep Thoughts Friday. Want to just remind you all that last thing I've got to say, 2 people that came alongside in this journey who I've been very grateful for. One, of course, my wife, amazing. The other one is a gentleman by the name of Justin Bird, Play Games Spread Joy. I'll talk more about that, but I seriously, I could probably do a whole Deep Thoughts just about the guy. But check him out on Play Games Spread Joy. He truly does play games, and he spreads joy, especially in this guy's life. But I'll hope you have an amazing weekend. Remember, when we can gather at the table, we can do the same for a good cause. See you next week. Bye.
Do you have problems sometimes taking photos?
Okay, there we go. There's a smile.
I mean, with my kids, yeah, we do. But it's a lot easier when we're playing Picture Perfect from Arcane Wonders, a game that we highly recommend and is in stores now, or you can go ahead and order straight from their website, link down below.
Hey, thanks for watching our video.
If you like what you saw here, go ahead and hit that little like, subscribe, the little bell thingamabobber, you know the thing, and watch some of our videos. Maybe one that's maybe up here, or maybe down there, or over there, or down there. I don't know where they are, but thank you all. Remember, when we can gather at the table, we can do the same for a good cause. Bye.
Bye.